Today I have with me here in Ghana Song Studio, Miss Wakili. I'll just say Wakili or Wakili, whatever it is. I mean, I know you got it right. Anyway, you can see this beautiful lady, and everything tells, you don't need to be told, right? Miss Wakili.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing very good. Miss Wakili, is it a Ghanaian or what kind of name is that?
Yeah, it's an African name.
African name?
Yeah, an African name. We have people in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya, that's East Africa, Uganda bearing Wakili.
Wow.
Yes.
Wakili. Am I pronouncing it well?
Yeah, you are.
Wakili.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's nice. Nice name. It's my first time hearing this name.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, my first time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Okay.
Who is Miss Wakili?
Okay. Miss Wakili is an Afrobeat artist
Yeah.
from West Africa. That's what I can say. Maybe as you listen to my sounds, you get to interact with me, you will know who Miss Wakili is better. Yeah.
Anyway, so you just heard from herself, like Miss Wakili is a musician in short. She is a musician. And for us, always I say concern. I mean, those who are doing well, those who are coming up, and one of her projects, and we're like, wow, this is nice, this is beautiful. This is something that we want to introduce on our platform. And we are really privileged. I would say we are fortunate to have Miss Wakili in our midst today.
Thank you very much.
We have a lot, today, like I said, we will have to set some, I may not say, we are trying to set a controversy or anything like that. We are not going to set any controversy, but we will hit to the nail. I mean, what it is what we are going to talk about.
Sure.
Do you understand? We'll talk about Ghanaian music in general, all right, as an artist. Ghana music, how do you see it? How is it going?
Okay. As an artist that is up and coming, I can't really have a definition to it because I'm not really like a music critic or a music panel or something that maybe I've worked in different industries. Then I would say, oh, Ghana music is like this. No. All I would say is African music is growing and is fast growing, and it's Afrobeat, African music to the world. So I think we're doing good. We're doing, amazingly because so many things a lot of artists couldn't do before. I mean, we have artists like still working with different artists outside globally, artists that I think they grew up listening to, and now you're having to collaborate with them. I think it's a big thing. We have luxury to doing amazing. So we are growing. We are actually reaching that peak, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of that. That Ghana music, Africa in general, is growing and we're loving it. There is one guy that is trending currently, and Sarkodie tweeted or posted that the guy, and actually the guy is doing well. His name is Safo, something. It's a Safo. Have you come across that guy?
Not really.
Maybe
I have, but the name I'm not really. Maybe I have.
It's Safo Newman.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, the guy is really, really doing amazing. How would you feel if your song, is being tweeted or posted by Sarkodie? How would you feel?
I'll feel good because Sarkodie was someone I listened to growing up. So, I mean, back in JHS, he's someone I listened to a lot. So having him even listen to my song and me knowing that he did, I would be very excited. Maybe he might have listened definitely to some of my songs, but I didn't know or I wouldn't know. But having him to tweet means that now I know that he has listened to my song. I'll feel fulfilled in a way. I'll feel accomplished in a way because he's a legend.
Yeah.
And he has good ears for music. So I would really be glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know definitely very soon you are going to have the same opportunity that the legendary himself, Sarkodie, will fall out for your song, and then tweet about you or to say something about you. Let's go into your career as a musician. Are you doing music as a professional musician, or you just feel passion for it? You just feel like you want to come into the scene and then leave? What actually inspired you to do music?
Okay, so at first, whilst I was in SHS, it was just the hobby, the passion, But when I got to level 200 in Ghana Telecom at the time, the passion grew. And I found out that this thing that I love doing is actually a profession to so many people. So if this is a hobby to me, why can't I make it a profession? That is, you're happy and then it literally paying you, something like that. So I was like, okay, so how do I do it? Okay. That was what prompted me to go to the studio the first time to record. And then wanted to shoot a video. So now I'm doing music professionally, but it is my hobby.
It's your hobby.
It is what I love to do.
Wow.
Once I'm free, I love to sing. I love to write songs. I love creating music.
Wow.
The creativity in terms of creating music, the scratch, that is one thing I love a lot. So it's a hobby and now a profession. So I will carry the two.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. So do you write your song for yourself, or you have a songwriter?
Oh, I do write all my songs.
All of the songs?
All of it, everything.
Wow.
I mean, I feel, okay, so when I started, I had this friend who was coaching me, okay, you have to do that. He made me believe that for you to even say you're a musician, sorry to say, I'm not saying those who, at the time you might need someone to write a song for you. Maybe it's a project. Writing song there's nothing wrong someone writing songs for you.
Yeah, sure.
Big artists do have writers at a time.
Yeah.
But he made me believe, he said, for you to be an artist, for you to call yourself a musician, you must be able to write very well. If you cannot write, then you're not a musician. That's what he told me.
Is it?
He did. And I was like, okay, growing up in the music a few years, I think a year or two in it, I realized that, oh no, he wasn't very right. But if you're able to, it means you're a full package or something like that. So I had to learn. I wasn't really a good writer, so I had to learn, burn the candles, just to get those good songs and all that. And at the end of the day, I think it's paying off because I write the songs myself and it turns out good. So I think it's one thing for an artist to be, you should be able to do everything. If you have someone to write it for you, good. If you have someone to write a big song for you too, that's fine. But let it be that you also know how to do it.
How to do it yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's good. It's good, I think, most of the artists that are watching us, they are learning something from this. Because most of them, they have, like you said, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea for someone to write for you as a musician. But also, you have to also do your possible best to write the song for us because you have the inspiration yourself. You know what is pushing you to write the music. So you have to be able to write your own personal lyrics and all that. So there are some artists that they go to studios and they don't write it actually, but they will just be doing freestyle and then it turns out to be something very nice. Is it something that you've ventured into before? Is it something that has transpired?
Well, in the process of writing a song, actually, it's more like a freestyle, but you are putting it down.
Okay.
It comes first as a freestyle where you're vibing to whatever melody you get. So now you're trying to just fuse in words to it, then that's it. But everything is all freestyle before you write it down. So writing it down makes me remember. So when I go to the studio, I'm able to write it. I'm able to sing it. And sometimes too, everything comes at the studio. Like my album, 12-track album, most of the songs, I think half of the songs I actually got at the studio. It just came. So once you're a writer, I think even the writing is freestyle first.
Freestyle. So is it that it comes with instrumental first, or without instrumental, that is where the inspiration comes?
So for me, when I'm free, I just go online and search for beats, beautiful beats. I have some kind of beats I love to hear, Afro, drill, or stuff like that. So I think for me, the beats does everything. So once it comes, I get what I want. I just go to the producer, be like, okay, I want us to do this. Maybe I call that big God, okay, I want us to do this. So I sit with him, create the beat, he put his touch, the vibe and the connection is there. Then I sing just the freestyle, then he's playing the beat, and then it comes out beautiful. So for me, I think it starts with the beat, but along the line, things change, then it becomes more personalized. It wouldn't even sound like what you've heard, like a beat you've heard before, something like that. Yeah, so.
Yeah. You've been working with some sound engineers in Ghana. Where did you start with your first song?
Okay, that's a big one. Okay, so the first studio I recorded was actually Short Studio in Kaswa.
Short. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the first studio I recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but majorly like professionally in terms of music, starting recording properly, like being versatile, recording different beat on recording on different beats. It was actually with That Big God.
That beat God.
Yes,
Okay.
it was actually with him, and then partly with Gomez Beats.
Okay.
Yeah, with Gomez Beats. I think both of them did the magic when I started. Yeah. Then with time now, we're having Danny B, Dr. Ray, Ivan, and the rest of them.
Okay, so you've done with Dr. Ray as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've done with
okay.
Dr. Ray, Eris Beats, and a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how do you see the sound engineers? They are. How do you coordinate? Your relationship with them as a female artist.
Well, I'm this person who I have this vibe. You know, it's always vibe on vibes. It's always fun. You know, we have this chat, and so I always create that connection. It's not too much of just the work. We have fun in terms of chatting, in terms of vibing, talking about stuffs that can be completely different.
Yeah.
Then eventually we're creating the music.
You create it.
So I always have this, fun vibe with the producers. That way it makes it easier. And I know what I want. So I know once you're playing this, I know this is what I want. So I literally make it, I think, easier for them because I already tell them, okay, this is how I want it.
Yeah.
And I sit with them to create everything. So that way I have very good relationship, and then it makes it easier for the production. And it doesn't take time at all. We can do 2 tracks in a day, sometimes 4 tracks in a day. So
Really?
yeah.
Like in a day, you do professional song. You have that your sound that you want in a day. 2 songs.
That's the least I can do.
Really?
Yeah, the highest I think I went for a day was 4 songs. Yeah.
This is amazing, right? Like, how many songs can an artist make in a day? She's saying that she can make 2 or more.
I've made 4 in a day.
She's made even 4 in a day.
Yeah.
And this is an artist that I feel like every record label would want to work with, because they want you to be producing back-to-back hit.
Exactly.
And that is where you are. The trap, you are just on it. Have you been approached by any record label?
Yes, I have.
Do you have a record label yourself?
I would even say myself. It means that maybe I'm a record label CEO.
Most of the artists, you ask them, say, oh, maybe if the name is we said record label.
I don't have that kind of money yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping to, but not now. Yeah, I have a team I'm working with, Wonderful Music. Shout out to Wonderful Music. Wonderful Music. Yeah, for me, I don't have money, so I cannot have a record label now.
Must you have money before you become a record label?
It takes
like that?
money to promote. And everything about music, in as much as I have the creation of music is down, because I can sort that. It's easier for me. That's the easiest thing. Getting the good songs, getting the good production. But putting it out to the market is the hardest. And that is the major part of music business. I don't have that for now.
So I understand your point, right?
Yeah.
It's true. But you see, I wonder why most of the musicians used to say, creating a record label is that expensive. Like, I don't feel like the record label should facilitate, or they should put the expenses on them. They should have people that will be financing. Record label is just, it should be the number of people that come together.
Let me rephrase it.
Exactly.
Yeah, a financier or an investor.
Good.
Once you have it, you can do anything.
That's the best.
Yeah, so I just rephrased myself. So.
And that's well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go into your music. I read some bio about you, and you've had some albums. How? As an upcoming artist, you had like 2 albums already, or?
I had, so that's why I said shout out to my team, Wonderful Music. Yeah. Last year, May, June, I think my father passed away some years ago, but it was, I think it's remembrance. So I decided to put out the song for him, just to let him know that wherever he is, we still remember him, we still think about him. Exactly. So I put out a single, but that wasn't the main project. I was working on an EP, like a 4-track EP. But the thought just came, and I just wanted to do it because as a singer, at least you should do something to, like a tribute.
Sure.
So I decided to just do it. So after dropping it, I think less than 3 weeks, then I dropped the EP I was initially working on,
Wow.
which is a 4-track EP, and that was in July.
Last year.
Yes, and that was it. So I was able to shoot 2 videos for the EP. The EP has 4 songs: Sika, a drill, Away, Afro, Enemies, I'm a piano, and then Fiesta, like a dancehall vibe. So we shot a video for Fiesta and Away. Fiesta was released, I think, in August. Away was released, I think, in September.
Yeah.
So I thought of dropping an album, just came. So I dropped a single to Gobe in Gobe's Hausa.
Yeah.
Yeah, in I think October ending or so. So then they thought of album. We have the songs. Why don't you just put it there? If someone loves your music and they just come to listen to one, why don't you fit them?
Exactly.
So when they hear one, they can just go ahead and listen to 12 or 10. That way, whatever love they have for you will increase.
Exactly.
So why don't you just put it out there? We have a lot. Let's just. So I wasn't really sure, but then eventually, my team, we just, decided, okay, let's just put it out there. Why not? What's the big deal? If we have the songs, why should we hold it back? Let's just put it out there. So I think in January, that was 2 weeks ago, January 2nd, then we released the first album. That's my first album.
Wow, January 2nd.
That's my first album. Then the Blow video is from the album. It's a 12-track album. We have one video now. So, yeah.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, and are you the one financing for all this? Or?
Like I said earlier, I don't have the money.
No. So who is doing that?
I said shout out to my team. Shout out to my team on the phone music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what I can say.
Most of the ladies, I mean, when they are in record labels, they do face some challenges with their labels. Are you facing anything like that with your
Well,
label?
for mine, it's like family. It's not like label. It's a family working together to get to the highest point that we can. So,
how long have you worked with them? For how long now?
Well, I think almost a year now. Yeah. So, yeah.
And it's going well.
As you can see.
I'm seeing it. Give us the freestyle. From the single that you are promoting. Give us that freestyle. I think that song is going well.
Oh yeah, into nada, oh yeah, into nada. One day we go blow, one day they go know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, into nada, da. One day we go blow, one day they go know. Yeah.
So what's the meaning of that? The first lyrics that you just said?
So I just had to slay it small. The poverty won't be here for long.
Okay.
Yeah, in tree. Yeah.
Okay, so do you speak tree?
Okay. Kakra.
Kakra.
Yeah.
Not that much, right?
Not that much, but
so
I do.
I could hear that over here. So you
like
that
this,
here,
this
right?
poverty won't, won't last. It won't be here forever. So one day we go blow, one day they go know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is really deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. And how is it going? How is it going on the digital stores?
Well, it's been amazing. Honestly, it's been overwhelming. Yesterday I woke up and the views is over on YouTube, over 112,000 views already. And the streams on Boomplay is more than 90,000 streams already. It's amazing. I'm just overwhelmed by the love, the support. It's, the TV stations, the radio stations are massive. I can't mention them, of course. I'm on GhanaSongs.com, so I can't mention those stations. But it's been overwhelming. The love, people out there, it's been different, a different reception for me. I've been doing music for a little while, not really long, but this time around with this song, it's been going well. Because everybody can relate to the song, can relate to the lyrics, so it's been overwhelming for me.
That's true. Yeah. Anything about Ohia, we don't want it. No, we don't need that Ohia vibe at all. Like richness should come. We want that opportunity, privilege to come, right?
Exactly.
So let's go into this. Like there are most of female artists in Ghana. You've released some, countless songs, very good songs. You don't feature any of the artists. Why?
Okay, so it will come.
When?
Soon. But for now, this is me bringing out myself out there and what I'm capable of doing. And this is not about following the trend. Because if it were to be the trend or the normal stuff, I should be releasing just singles. I shouldn't have been able to drop a whole album after an EP. So this is just me projecting. I think the first EP, July last year, I called that one Miss Wakili. That's the name of the EP. It has over 1.9 million streams on Boomplay and over, I think, 600,000 streams on Audiomack. Yeah. So I just called it Miss Wakili. This is me to the world. This is me showing, I'm telling my story, you know, showing what I can do by myself. And now the album is here now. I didn't feature anyone. I just wanted to be, okay, this is it. I could do this by myself just to introduce myself. I think that's the best way for me to introduce myself out there. You know, like, yeah, we've heard a lot about female artists, but we're not here to joke. We are here to work. You know, we're here for business. So that's why I didn't put anyone there. But after now, we will have a lot of collaborations already there, and it'll be out there.
If you are to have a collaboration with any of the artists in Ghana, who will be your target?
Okay, so to be very honest, I don't have a target because I listen to everything. And music is like a chemistry.
Yeah.
So once you get the connection, I could be at the studio with what's his name? Is it Walasi or what?
Walasi.
Yeah.
Walasi.
I might be in the studio with him and we might have this connection. And before we can create something even beautiful that you would think I've sung some Grammy, you know, kind of song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the chemistry. But for now, in terms of people I love and people I look up to, definitely I would say Stonebwoy.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's someone who I think Stonebwoy actually preaches through his sounds.
Yeah.
Whatever song you listen, he's passing a message. It's not just about the vibes on vibes. There's a message. All the songs are deep.
Wow.
So I would love to, yeah.
So it feels
But I'm
like
I'm open to work with
anyone. That's right.
Yeah.
So, you know, it means that you are Pim fan, right? Are you? Well,
I've recorded with a couple of them. You know, I have songs with a couple of artists. I wouldn't want to mention their names because I don't want you to anticipate anything for now. But I have even way before now, I think. So hopefully it will come. The featurings, the stuff will come. Yeah.
We look forward for that.
Definitely.
And we know they are going to be bangers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
VGMA is this year, and you know we are looking for it. Are you filing form for it? Because seeing the works that you are doing, are you filing forms?
Okay, so if you ask me to, I will. If you say, "Oh, Miss Wakili, you should," I will.
Then you should.
Okay, then I will.
So will you, right?
Okay, I will.
That's good. That's good. So to your management team, they ask you to file for her because we know that she can really do well. So just try and do it. Let's see how that goes. Because you know, as an artist that is having like millions of followers, millions of streams on digital platform, I mean, this is enough for artists like this and upcoming artists like this to be on your list. So I believe if your management filed for you, you will definitely be picked. And then that will be, you know, a glorious something for all of us.
Sure.
I want you to share your experience, I mean, as an artist, you know, where you started and your ambition, so that the people that are watching you also will know your target, your aim, why you want to be a musician, so that they can also follow for what you do and follow you. So tell us, we want to hear from you.
Okay, so at first, first of all, my desire is to be heard. You know, we've been doing this low key for a while, and then the desire is just to be heard. For the world to hear our style, our kind of vibe, you know. So that has been the major dream, the big dream. But then what do we do when we are now being heard? If now we have the audience, we have the attention, what do we, you know, want from it? Personally, I want to have, I wouldn't say a foundation, but I would love to touch lives, change lives in terms of taking people out on the street, taking people, you know, the less privileged, putting them back to school, giving help to needy.
Sure.
I think that is the main thing, giving back.
To the
So
street.
yeah, so that will be something you'd be like, okay, this music that I've been doing or this music I'm doing, so and so people, this amount of people have benefited from it.
Yeah.
So it will be I think the biggest achievement for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is where I want to, but first of all, it's for the music to be heard, my story, because when you listen to the album, it's just me telling my story.
Yeah.
Like the blow, one day we go blow, Kokonsa is there,
Yeah.
Rider is there,
Sure.
one day is there, Mama is there. This is just me telling the story of
yeah.
my life.
Sure.
So my story being heard is what I desire the greatest. And then once it's been heard, I would like to make this impact by changing lives and touching lives.
Wow.
Yes.
This is really beautiful, as you can see. Like, people like this is, we need to support them to raise to their destination that they are looking for. And I know that in as much as we all engage in helping her to succeed, she's also willing to give back to the street, to help those that are on the street, so that it will make the world beautiful. It's nice and so beautiful having you in our studios today. And Ghana Songs, we are proud to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And we know that the years and years coming, and this year will be a breakthrough. Big, big, big one for us, so that we all enjoy it together. The next score that we say, oh, come, because the Grammys and all that, the stuffs are all going on for all of us, and then we have that flair.
That's the prayer.
Thank you very much for passing through.
Thank you so much. So you guys are doing amazing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm so grateful.
Welcome. Before we go, we ask you to give out your social media handle so that the fans that are watching us will also follow you, have one-on-one connection with you.
Okay, so the album Sorrow is out on all streaming platforms. The album is titled Sorrow. It's a 12-track album. It's out on all streaming platforms. You guys should go check it out. Enjoy good music. And I'm on all social media platforms at Miss Wakili, MZWAKILI. I think it will be on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys should follow on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snap, and also the streaming platform, the same name, Miss Wakili. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Miss Wakili. And we will catch you next time. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching us. Don't forget to click on that bell there. Click it so that whenever we drop something, you're going to have it as soon as possible. Have a nice day. Stay blessed.